Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me. Hopefully that's not too distracting, that light. Thanks for joining me. Today we are at Lake Hartwell, South Carolina, in South Carolina, Georgia border, competing in the QCKBF Tournament number 6 event. I think there's close to 70-something anglers going to be fishing in this tournament, which is really cool. This is my first time ever being out on Lake Hartwell. I haven't done any pre-fishing or really any, I haven't really done anything at all. If you are a regular viewer of the channel, you might notice that in my tournament events, you know, I got the QCKBF 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5, and then 6. But there's a reason for that. Good reason. Josh, your humble host, did not compete in the last event because I got COVID. True story. I came down with the coronavirus. It put me out that week. Good news is I'm 100%, feel great. I was pretty sick for about a week, and then I took another week just to kind of recover. So I was not able to compete in the tournament event number 5. But I'm going to come back strong, and I'm going to do a mediocre showing in the Lake Hartwell event. So lines in about 5 minutes, so I'm going to do some final prep and then try to catch a fish or two. Wrong species. I don't know if you can see that, but try to get it right up on them. Shad are popping up absolutely everywhere. And you can see them on the graph. But there aren't any fish eating them. That's what I don't understand. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Whew. Yes! All right, guys. 19 inches. Only fish I've caught today, but it's a good start. Let's get them back in the water. Yeah! Heck yeah! All right, guys, 17 inches. Let's get him in the water. I appreciate your zeal, buddy. Well, hey guys, midday update. It's a mixed bag, and by that when I say it's a mixed bag, just from gauging what the other people are posting in the tournament, it seems everybody else is catching lots of numbers, no big ones. I'm having the exact opposite problem. I've only caught 2 fish, but they've been pretty good. I've got a 19 and a 17. I've caught 2 little dinks, and I lost one that was a keeper size. I mean, it wasn't massive, but it was keeper. But we're at midday. Let me give you a little heads up on the tournament edition of Tackle Roundup. What I've caught my the 2 bigger ones on was this. It's just a Zell Roland edition Pop R, kind of a bluegill color, top water. Yeah, and that's it. The other ones came off of, I don't know, caught a couple brim. I don't know. It's just nothing to write home of. But all my fish have come off that Pop R. Here's where I stand as far as the tournament is concerned. I had a very aspirational goal. My goal for this tournament season was, in my first year, I got a little bit big for my britches. I set the goal of I wanted to make the Tournament of Champions in the QCKBF. Now these guys are all really good, and I am not. So one of the ways you can get in the tournament is winning one of the regular tournaments. So that's Avenue 1. Avenue 2 is they have like a point style system, like a NASCAR point system. I know that I'm not good enough to actually win any tournament, so my only avenue was to go for the points. However, in order for that system to work, you got to be really consistent, and I have been very inconsistent. I've done absolutely awful in 2 of the tournaments, and I had COVID for the 1, so that's 3 tournaments. Mathematically, the long and short of it is I'm mathematically eliminated from the Tournament of Champions. All that to say is I'm still going to finish out the tournament, finish out the season, even though the Tournament of Champions is not it's not on the agenda, or even a possibility. But I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, basically just goof off. I've decided I'm not going to do like any pre-fishing or anything, just because, quite honestly, that's work. So my new goal is I'm just going to show up to wherever the event is and just try to figure it out the day up. So that's where we stand. So midday, I still have 3.5, 4 hours somewhere in that neighborhood to all I need is 2 fish. But these 2 fish that have been keeper size have been kind of hard to come by. So I don't know. It'd be a shame to have like 2 nice fish and then not be able to round out my darn stringer. But we'll see what happens, and stay tuned. We'll see if we can get any more. Another 10-incher, not gonna help. All right, 12 3/4. I don't think it's gonna be big enough. Nope. 11 inches. Well, hey guys, here's where we stand. All of my batteries are dead. It's a hot day, so all my batteries are dead on my GoPros, but was able to catch another 12 3/4 incher, so I'm up to 3. The limit is 4. You would think it would be easy to catch 4 limits. I have been catching nothing but 10 inchers. If there was a championship for 10-inch fish, this guy would get it. Okay, I have been catching nothing but 10 inchers, and it's kind of frustrating because I'm 1 away from actually, I think I would actually place pretty well. If I can get 1 more, I think it'd be all right. But I'm kind of frustrated It's 1 o'clock right now. The last submission is at 3:15, so I've got 2 hours to get one more fish. Temperature has gone up dramatically. It is extremely hot. The water temp has just skyrocketed up. And then to complicate matters, the area where I was catching all the 10-inch fish, which usually if you catch a bunch of 10-inch, you can at least get one 12-inch out of there. It has been completely overrun by recreation boaters, which I don't understand recreational boaters. You have the entire lake available. Yet they're like, let's go to the most narrow, congested part of it. The only place where you could possibly have a traffic jam, that's where we're gonna congregate. Not just congregate, it's not like they're even like hanging out with one another. They are just basically just driving around, getting in each other's way. That's all they're doing. Like, I'm in a little cove. Why are you here? Why? It's just, I just don't get it. Guys, I got so excited because I felt I had a big fish. Alligator guard. You gotta be kidding me, man. Well, guys, I got my, right now it is about 2:45 and got my limit. It was barely a limit, but I got my limit. It was a 12-incher. For the day, I have 19, 17, 12 3/4, and a 12. It's incredibly hot. I'm really not holding out much hope. Maybe I'll be able to get one more in the boat. Maybe, you know, call up an inch or so. But that's where we stand at the moment. Oh my God, guys! It is 3:10. Last submission is at 3:15. Caught one. Wasn't a monster. Got him in the boat. 13 inches. Not big, but I had a 12-incher in my live well, so that would have bumped me up an inch. Put him on the board. Was taking the picture. Fish jumped out back into the water. Released himself. Not a big deal because I'm not in contention for anything. However, if I could have placed, I'm gonna have to see what the standings are. If I'm 1 inch short of placing, kudos to that fish, because I thought I had his number, but he had another thing coming. Well, guys, I think I am going to wrap it up out here on Lake Hartwell. This is the South Union boat launch. Had a really good time out here. Had a good time in the tournament. I found that I enjoy the tournaments a lot more when I don't. Again, I'm out of the running, so for me it's like it's literally no pressure, and so I just came out and fished. I probably finished middle of the pack somewhere. Had 2 decent ones. Was not able to get the 12 inchers killed me. I had a 13 inch. It literally had it in the boat on the board, was taking the picture, and it jumped off. Did not get the picture. Live and learn, the one that got away. If you'd like to know more about this fishing spot, you can look down in the description box. While you're there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Channel is updated every week with new fishing content and new fishing adventures. So please do your brother a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. But I will be seeing you next week. This is Josh, and this is Abide Fishing.